All right, well, Mark, getting to sort of the pointy end of the season, you're still in the eight, and you're well and truly in the race. How's the mood of the group sort of here? Does the attitude sort of sharpen from here? For each week, you get closer and closer.
Yeah, I think that's been a focus this whole year, is each week trying to improve, trying to sharpen, as you mentioned, get better, because the competition's tight, and we're at the pointy end of the season, and it's exciting if you're a footy fan. I think the AFL would be wrapped with how the season's gone, and I've never seen the ladder like this in that mid sort of table that anything can happen. So really exciting opportunity, but one we really need to focus on, because the opportunity's there, but we have to take it and continue to try and improve and play well to win the games to make it.
You had an opportunity, to go up and knock off sort of a top 4 team, but it just fell short. How's the mood after that, and what was the main takeaway, do you think?
Yeah, it's a disappointing loss. We obviously went up there really excited, really confident that we could get the job done, but I thought Brisbane, obviously myself as a midfielder around the ball, thought they were really good. They hunted it really well and gave their forwards first use, and it was a bit sloppy at times from both teams to finish. But the mood's still really positive. I've sort of been saying, whether we win or lose, you got to keep each week consistent, and we know we got work to do, but we're really positive on what we can do, and I thought we had opportunities to really take the game away and give ourselves a big chance to win, and we missed out on those opportunities, but it's something we'll keep working on.
You smashed appearances in that game. Do you feel that was what cost you, and did you do anything to rectify that during the week?
I think there's a few factors, but obviously I was around the ball, and I thought their mids were great. So we'll continue to try and work on it. We'll talk about it as a divisional group and as a whole team. But I think we showed patches in the game when our game does stand up and we get the game on our terms and play it the way we want to. We can take it up to them. But I thought they were very good around the ball and used their opportunities a bit more than we did.
What did you make of big Tommy Hawkins was strong down to the defenders to give them a little word of encouragement? It was great vision. It was fascinating. What did you sort of make of that? It doesn't happen too often, the big Hawk gets fired up.
Yeah, it doesn't happen too often. He's in D50 too. So, it's awesome. We love Hawk, and he's so caring, and he loves the club. It comes from a good place, and he wants to win. He gets white line fever, and he takes step on the footy field, and he's so competitive, and we need that. It's great leadership, and he might be seeing something from the other end that we aren't seeing. So always welcome it, and then vice versa. Stewie goes down and gives the forward something. That'll be very well respected too.
Without obviously giving away what exactly was he said, but what was sort of the key message of that, and what was it sort of what was not happening on the field that he saw and maybe others saw, that the message that was getting through? Yeah,
it's just a bit more of our fundamentals. We'll just try to, if we can sort of nail the fundamentals of the game, it goes a long way to going for the win. So it was a bit of that, just a bit of a reminder of the way we wanted to play.
We saw Tom Hawk and Zach Tui pretty fired up at half time. Did they get under your skin a little bit?
Brisbane.
Yeah.
I think when they're a really competitive team, and I think they like to do that. Their tackling was really fierce, and they were obviously ahead at the time. So I think it's something they like to do, and I suppose we just chat about focusing on us and not trying to buy into too much of that. There's always room for that. There's not trying to buy into too much of that during the game. So I remember trying to just tell Reggie to relax, mate. Let's go. We talk about it at half time, but we mentioned Hawk, but Reggie's the other one, pretty fiery character. So, but it helps him play well too. I reckon it gets him in the game and keeps his focus.
Chris spoke the previous week after that big win. You felt you were starting to rediscover your best football, but is it the consistency at the moment that obviously you're searching for, and is that very much to do with it's been a fair transition, particularly with a lot of younger players into this side this year?
Yeah, I agree. I reckon consistency for us is the key, trying to get everyone on the same page and being able to play, you say, the whole game, the 4 quarters. But I suppose if we keep consistent during the week, keep our messaging consistent to our players, it's going to rub off on field. But you mentioned the young guys that we've been able to play this year. I reckon that's been a real positive. We've had a few injuries, so a few young boys have been able to play, and like Oshien to come on and play his fourth game or something now. It's just incredible to see where he's come from, and obviously Tanner's really stepped up in that midfield role. So yeah, you look at the positives from, I suppose, the injuries and the personnel we've had out. But yeah, for our performance, I think it's about consistency, and if we can all get on the same page and yeah, keep working together, we know when we get the game on our terms, the footy's good enough.
Everyone's been looking at the fixture and knowing you've got these back end of games, especially here to finish the year. But looking at the opponents you've got, you know, it's going to be you're going to earn your spot if you get in the eight. Is there still, do you think, that intimidation factor from you guys, knowing that when you come down here it's such a fortress and you know you can beat up sides? Is that in the back of your mind, knowing that you've got those games here to finish off the last month?
Yeah, we're really fortunate with having the last 3 out of the 5 games here, and like we train here, we love playing here. So yeah, it can get a bit cold and windy for a few teams, but yeah, that gives us confidence. But as you mentioned, we've got 5 really tough games coming up, and yeah, it's going to really put us in good stead if we can have really confident performances against them for the pointy end of the season. So yeah, every game counts. You see how close it is, and starting this week with Freo, we have to be right on to get the job done.
I know you're not up to pointing in yet, last one, but do you feel like there is that teams looking in the back of their shoulder, looking over their shoulder for Geelong? Do you feel that sense of the last month of the season?
Oh, I hope so. Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, I feel really confident that we've got the team that can go all the way. But there's a few teams that are playing some really, really good football that would be looking at the other teams playing some really, really good football at the moment. So, yeah, it's a tight competition and pretty wide open race.